This is old Richard back again for Good Looking Golf by T-Top Productions, and in our hand we have something that we all recognize as a golf club. Now, we need to discuss what to do with this golf club. And the first thing we're going to look at, and most people don't understand, is the grip. And I'm not going to go too far into it, but I use the interlocking grip. The most important thing is that you put your thumb over. If you keep it here and you take your hand back, it's going to lock up your wrist. I suggest, as I do, I use the practice clubs which put your hands in the right position. This is extremely important. Now, the next thing you're going to have to do, and we'll get, again, all the exercises work into this, is you need to be able to get down and do a squat and keep your back straight, and you have to work on that. And it's good because you build the muscles up so you can walk better. It will help you considerably. So let's start off with what a golf swing is supposed to look like. And we all know, go down, right, touch the ground. Our hands, the arms, actually, and if you look at all the pros, their arms are straight down, and there's a reason for that. So we're down here. Now the first movement is getting into, it used to be popularly called the A position or the 90-degree position. One of the most important things that many people make a mistake is you don't move your wrists or break your arms except when you go back on the right and you follow through on the left. You're actually doing a triangle, and that triangle carries the strength of your back through to the club. And if you start waving the club around or breaking the arm, you're losing all the power that's available to you in your back. So let's go down again, straight down. We're going to have our weight on the inside of our feet because no pitcher has ever pitched from the back of his foot, and there's a reason for that, and it's the same in golf. So we're not keeping our head down as such, we're keeping in line with our spine. Now, the spine is our axis we turn around, and if you can't do a turn that way, you're going to be in trouble. So our first thing is we're going to take the club away. Notice my wrists and arms have not moved. Let's do that again, okay? But I have transferred my weight to the inside of my back foot. Now, the swing plane is coming up. Now, you see that automatically puts your club head in the right position there. We're going to learn how to get it back into that vertical position because most people open it up. It's a natural tendency to open that face up, and then you have a lot of trouble. So we're going to come back, we're going to shift weight. So now we're going to be rotating around the forward knee, the inside of the forward knee. Okay? Down, and now nothing moves except the back, and the hands feel like they're turning over, but it's really the body that's turning over. And then you come back in the swing plane and up. The whole exercise program is to enable you to do that. And once you do that, you can stand up at the ball, and then pretty much you're going to hit it in the air and at the distance you're used to. Now, we're probably not going to get into how to take a divot and crunch the ball and things like that, but to look good, you just need to get it in the air and know how far you can place it, and you will be on the green. And that is really quite nice. So let's go over that again, okay? Down, the arms are down. We're going to shift weight. The shoulders go 90 degrees, no more. That's all your shoulders ever have to turn. You're going to lift up with the left arm coming over your shoulder. See the club face. We're going to shift and come down to where the club face is vertical, and then we're going to turn the body, wrist come over, and finish. And that's a proper golf swing. Getting to that is not easy. You have to strengthen the arms, the wrists, you have to build up muscles in the back, you have to have enough flexibility that you can actually do that when you swing the club. And as we all know, we all look great taking practice swings. But when it comes to hitting it, something goes wrong, and that is when you're trying to put a lot of speed into it. This is very common. They come down and you're trying so hard, you don't have time to come forward. Actually, what happens is the better you get, the slower your swing will get, and the further the ball will go. And that's a very difficult concept. And to do that, you have to build up a lot of muscles in the knees. You have to be able to not do this. You want to stay nice and straight when you come into backswing and when you finish. And too many people do this and they're going around, and what that does, when you start waving and flopping, if you break your elbow, you can't come back to where you start. And the whole thing about golf is you want to come back where you started. And I'm not going to ever be the world's greatest golfer, but I am no longer embarrassed about anything I do on the golf course. And I'm sitting there and I've learned to do this. Now this is a very important part of golf. You know, being able to do things like this. And we're being invaded by young kids here, future golfers. So every day you're going to get up or later in the day and you're going to do these exercises, and these things will become second nature after a while. And you'll start seeing why the pros, you'll see them doing this all the time. Because they're preparing for the shot and they know they've got to lock this in. And if they don't and they're tired, things are not going to work. So let's move on to the exercise in segment 3.